Welcome back, everybody. In this video, we're going to be talking about the record step of the episodic marketing framework. So if you're new here, this is part of an ongoing series on the episodic marketing framework. Definitely check out the first video because this is part of an ongoing series. We're basically talking about like plan, produce, repurpose, and distribute, the four main pillars that could really help take your show to the next level. If you already have one, or if you're thinking of starting a brand new show. So far we've covered plan, and now we're covering produce. In terms of produce, we have already covered the AV setup step, so definitely check that out. Now we're going to be talking about recording, and recording is kind of related to AV setup naturally. One thing I just wanted to share today is just around like best practices when it comes to actually recording your show. So first of all, think about the location, right? A lot of us are working remotely these days and, working from home, obviously. So even within, even though you're working from home and you're probably going to be recording the show from home, doesn't give us an excuse to just like sit wherever. Like think about all the different places that you could potentially position your camera, position yourself, and just make sure that your background is relevant maybe to what you're talking about. I'm actually not sure if my background is too relevant, but it's the only place that seemed to be getting enough light anyway. But ultimately, make sure that you think about where you would like to sit when you're recording your show from home. Of course, it gets a lot easier if you're doing something in person, in the sense that you will naturally think about the location and the set of where you're recording, whether it's going to be in an office or in a venue that got booked out specifically for that occasion. But definitely keep in mind that when you're working from home, there's so many different places that you could position your camera, position your computer, and do that show. So definitely have fun with it and think of it as like your own set or your own set design. So that's the first thing. The other thing to keep in mind when recording is to make a decision on whether you're going to be batch recording your episodes or whether you're going to be doing an episode, at a regular cadence. And I'm talking about the recording of the episodes, which is different from the launching of episodes and the publishing of them. We're going to be talking about publishing next, but some people find that on a particularly like sunny day, or just the way that they like to get into a state of flow and be productive, a lot of people actually prefer batch recording episodes. And if you're able to make a day out of, for example, recording, let's say, 2 episodes back to back, or maybe 3 episodes back to back, depending on your energy or what feels natural to you, this could be a great option. Alternatively, you may decide, you know what, I'm actually going to do just 1 episode at a time and space it out across a few days or a few weeks. That works as well, as long as you have a cadence and a schedule that you share with your team. Anybody else is going to be involved in the recording, and of course, anybody else is going to be involved from the guest point of view. These are all things to keep in mind when you go into recording mode. So hopefully that was helpful. It's a short video. I'm going to see you in the publishing video, where we're going to keep talking about all the things you should keep in mind when you go into the produce stage of building your show. And I'll see you then.